I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it?
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
At their own 21-yard line.
Bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. First carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Takk McKinley, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
By the Falcons.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Hunt. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The ball carrier.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They run for it with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in, nowhere close. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they work this out past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
At the 41-yard.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Complete.
So that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The catch made by Miller. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Brady now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Rob Gronkowski. Incomplete. Brings up 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gay's kick is good. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons nothing. Matt Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Gay now set to kick it off. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
That one is caught by Hunt. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much there, only a yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Complete to Calvin.
And he is the NFC rating Offensive Player of the Week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but
you don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Play action. Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Flushed out right. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Falcons nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they run it with him. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Buccaneers 31, Falcons nothing. Matt Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons.
Complete.
Calvin Ridley. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons claw one back.
For the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Falcons. Sets up first down and goal.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here we go.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Matt Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. Third down here.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. On third down, it's Hunt, and he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down.
Gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked up on Levante David. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. They're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Falcons.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A carry here for Hunt. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
1st down.
The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, red lands, red lands, red lands. 58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. Stripped up hard. Stripped up hard.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
Hey, 59, ready. Check, check.
On 1st down, Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
59, ready. 280. 51, down. Shift. Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24.
14. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Hey, touch
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Brady's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Falcons 14.
Going deep this time for Miller. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Safety's creeping. Check.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And my goodness, another interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. puts it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
Matt Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
For Mike Evans.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And my goodness, another interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And now here is another interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
On 1st down, Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Atlanta.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there. The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk 78. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And no good. Matt Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And a Falcon first down.
Now Ryan on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards there. First down. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
They'll take over.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at the 34. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, but it'll be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Yards to go.
Throwing again, Ryan. And now here is another interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chance.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The ball comes out, and this one will kick out of bounds, so they'll hold on to it inside the 10-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
At their own 7-yard line.
Here's Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Brady going to throw here. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And my goodness, another interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 25 yards that time. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and 12. Brady going to look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 54's Mike.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record